Good evening. Welcome to tonight's podcast, a quiet place for curious minds that don't want to rush into sleep just yet. Wherever you are right now, allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to loosen, your breath to slow just a little. There is nothing you need to solve tonight, nothing demanding your attention. No urgency waiting for you. These moments are yours. As you listen, let the day gently fade into the background, like distant lights disappearing behind fog. You don't need to stay alert, and you don't need to fall asleep just yet. Simply rest in between. That calm, drifting space where thoughts can wander and curiosity feels safe. If your mind drifts, that's okay. If it stays awake, that's okay too. Just listen, breathe, and let the story unfold at its own unhurried pace. Far off the coast of Nagasaki, in the gentle shifting waters of the East China Sea, there lies a small, silent island. It is known as Hashima Island, though many remember it by another name, Gunkanjima or Battleship Island. From a distance, its shape appears unmistakable. A long gray silhouette rising from the sea, resembling a warship, still and unmoving, as if frozen in time. But this island once pulsed with life. In the late 19th century, during a time of rapid industrial change in Japan, coal was discovered beneath the seabed surrounding Hashima. This discovery transformed the island from a quiet, rocky outcrop into one of the most densely populated places on Earth. In 1890, the island was purchased by Mitsubishi, a company that would soon shape its destiny. Seawalls were constructed to protect against powerful waves and typhoons, encasing the island in concrete, giving it a now iconic fortress-like appearance. And slowly, buildings began to rise. Apartment blocks, schools, shops, even a hospital. Everything needed for daily life was built into this compact space. At its peak, in the 1950s, more than 5,000 people lived here, all within an area just over 6 hectares. To put it another way, it was one of the most crowded places ever recorded. Life on Hashima was both harsh and strangely complete. Families lived in narrow concrete apartments, their lives stacked one atop another, like the floors beneath their feet. Children played in rooftop spaces, where small gardens tried to soften the gray surroundings. Laundry fluttered in the sea breeze, strings of fabric adding movement to an otherwise rigid landscape. Voices echoed through corridors, and laughter carried across the island, blending with the distant crash of waves. But beneath this everyday life, there was something deeper. hidden below the ocean floor. Miners worked long hours in dark tunnels, extracting coal from deep beneath the sea. The work was difficult, dangerous, and exhausting. Temperatures underground could rise quickly, and the air grew thick with dust and humidity. Yet this labor fueled Japan's rapid modernization, powering factories, trains, and cities far beyond the island. Despite its isolation, Hashima was in many ways modern. It had electricity, running water, and even early forms of entertainment. Televisions flickered in shared spaces, bringing glimpses of the outside world. There was a sense of a self-contained society, cut off from the mainland, yet fully alive. But time always moves forward. By the 1960s, coal was slowly being replaced by oil. Demand began to fall, and the mines grew less profitable. The island's purpose began to fade, and then, in 1974, the decision was made. The mines were closed. Within weeks, the residents left. Families packed their belongings, children said quiet goodbyes, and boats carried them away, back toward the mainland. What had once been a thriving community fell silent. Doors were left behind, windows remained open, and objects were simply abandoned. Nature and time began their slow return. Salt air crept into the concrete, rust formed along railings, and storms battered the empty buildings. Walls cracked, ceilings collapsed, and vegetation slowly emerged through the smallest openings. Today, Hashima Island stands as a haunting reminder of a world that once existed. Its skeletal buildings rise above the sea, weathered and worn. Empty corridors stretch into darkness, and staircases lead to nowhere. And yet, there is a quiet beauty here. The stillness, the echo of the past, the sense of something paused, rather than gone. It invites reflection on the passage of time and the impermanence of human effort. In recent years, the island has been reopened in a limited way to visitors. Guided tours now allow people to step carefully onto its shores to witness its history firsthand. From designated paths, visitors can see the remains of apartment blocks, their windows like empty eyes, looking out toward the sea. And as the waves continue to roll in, just as they did decades ago, Hashima remains a silent observer of its own past. It has even found new life in stories and imagination. Its striking appearance inspired settings in films such as Skyfall, where its abandoned structures became a backdrop for mystery and intrigue. But no film can fully capture the quiet reality of standing there, surrounded by wind and memory. There is something deeply human about places like Hashima. They remind us that even the busiest lives can one day grow still. That laughter, Voices and footsteps can fade yet somehow remain in the spaces they once filled. If you listen closely, you might imagine it. The distant hum of activity, the sound of children playing, the rhythm of daily life, all layered beneath the present silence. And so, Hashima Island endures, not as it once was, but as a quiet monument to a chapter of history suspended in time. Out at sea, under shifting skies, it waits. Still, weathered, and watchful. A hidden place holding its stories in silence. As you rest tonight, let your body settle a little more with each breath. There's no rush, no schedule to keep, no effort required. Notice the surface beneath you, supporting you fully, holding you without asking anything in return. Even if today felt long, even if you feel tired, there's a quiet strength still present, steady, unchanging. If your mind begins to wander, that's perfectly okay. You don't need to guide it or quiet it. Just let the thoughts drift like clouds slowly passing. Now imagine gentle waves, soft, rhythmic, rocking you back and forth. Each wave arrives and fades away, just like each breath in and out. There is nothing you need to do now, nothing to fix, nothing to prepare for, nothing waiting for you. Only rest, only this moment softening and slowing. Let the story dissolve like the horizon at dusk, where sky and water blend until edges disappear and everything feels quiet. You may keep listening or drift gently into sleep. Either way, you are safe and supported. May your night remain calm, your breathing slow, your sleep deep. And as this voice continues, fading softly, steadily, you may simply rest and rest and rest.